Hey y'all, this is Billy. We're gonna cook on the old Oklahoma Joe. We're gonna do a smoked Boston butt bone in. Why are we doing a bone in? We doing a bone in because we're gonna pull that bone up out of that butt when it's done, because we're gonna get it right. But this is America, right? We barbecue, we have fun with our family, we enjoy our freedoms, and we thank you to all those that serve and protect our country. Firemen, policemen, soldiers, airmen, Marines, Navy, all y'all. So for y'all, today, I'm gonna suck down this old Miller Lite. We're going to look up at that flag, give it a slow hand salute. We're going to cook it on this Oklahoma Joe, and we're going to get it right. Let's go. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to inject this Boston butt, put it on the grill tomorrow morning. Now, if you ain't got a grill, that's okay. We understand that. Not everybody has a grill. We're going to put it in the oven. That's what you can do. You can put it in the oven. We're going to put it on the Oklahoma Joe, actually. I got my friend here, Murphy. He's going to give me a little hand, a little slide treat. Who's my other friend? Oh, look, there he is. So now, we're going to inject this Boston butt. Let's get her down. Alright. All of our ingredients are up there on the counter. One of them is that Jack Daniel's Tennessee Honey. She's as smooth as Tennessee honey. Anyway, that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to inject it with. This right here, that's some goodness, son. That right there, that's going to make you sweat. Anyway, let's go ahead. Let's just put a little bit in. Stick her in there. Slide it on in. Look at that. Look at that. Get her right there. Stick that butt. Got to stick that butt. Just like that. Old First Sergeant grill in here. My soldiers are probably laughing. They're embarrassed. They're like, oh my God, First Sergeant made a video. Stop, First Sergeant. You 52 years old. You old. Don't be on the doggone social media stuff because it's embarrassing. We only want to claim we were soldiers. That's all right. They love me. They know they love me. I took care of them, I think. Maybe not all of them, but most of them. Stick that in there. Go everywhere. You're going to make a mess. When you do this, your mama's going to be mad or your wife's going to be mad. Get her in there. Ooh, look at that. That's goodness. All that goodness all up in there. Get right about there. Ooh, that's the salt end of the butt. Let's get back here. This part of the butt's neglected. Y'all ever feel like that? That part of the butt's neglected? Do you ever feel like that? Well, this one does. Here we go. One more time. Ooh, that's a tough part of the butt. Oh. All right, that butt gonna be good. Good morning, America. It is 0 dark early. We are having first formation at the Oklahoma Joe. My soldiers should be here for first formation. They ain't here. I'm looking around. Hold on. That doggone E4 Mafia and got me again. Didn't show up for formation. Anyway, that's another story for another time. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take this butt. We're gonna mop it down with some mopping sauce. Then we're going to put a little rub on there. There's a bunch of different ways to do this. Just the way I like to do it. I got my grill guards out here. They're on guard duty right now. That mopping sauce, the recipe's at the end of the notes. We're going to take it. We're going to give her a little mix. This right here is the N203 mop. It's deadly. It's going to kill that butt with kindness and goodness. Take our little mop, dip it over in there. Oh yeah. Mop that sauce on it real good. Just get it all mopped up in there. This here is the fat. Call it the fat cap. I cut it off the top of the pork. I'm going to mop it too because we're going to lay it on top of the pork while we're cooking. When we're done, we're just going to chunk it to the dogs or whatever. All right, we got that good mopping sauce on there. Let's get a little fire dancer pork rub on there. Really gonna get this thing all covered up, all nice and pretty. That's what's gonna give it that bark. When you think you got enough on there, you don't. Put some more. Where'd I learn all this stuff at? All them old good old army cooks, they taught me a lot. No pun intended. All right, we're gonna flip it over. We're gonna mop down this other side with our M203 mop. She's deadly. She is deadly. Accurate too. Look at her. Getting that juice all up on there. All right. Put a little more fire dancer on there. We need to give it some fire. Again, when you think you got enough on here, you don't. Put a little more. There's some of the barbecue rub. That's my favorite stuff. Killer Hogs, outstanding company. Make great products. Get it on Amazon. Get it in your local store, local barbecue shop. Put some on that fat cap too. All right. We're going to take that butt and put on the Mark 19 Oklahoma Joe. When I was in Fort Sill, we had a guy we called Oklahoma Joe. He was a terrible soldier. Anyway, we up to temp. We about 225. Let's get her opened up. Grab that butt. I'm going to put her upside down. We're going to do just a little more mopping sauce. Golly, that look good. Them soldiers are going to be here in a minute. I guarantee you they're going to show up for this. All right. Let's rub her down again. Some fire dancer. Let's put a little more Killer Hogs barbecue rub on there. There we go. Oh, yeah. Shoot, this smells good without even being cooked. Y'all smell it? Mm-hmm. All right. Let's take our probe. You can buy this probe right here at Walmart, this external probe, for like $10, all right? That's the bone inside. We're gonna try to go over that. Right to the center. It's on. We just lost a little heat opening that grill. Listen, when you're cooking, don't be opening that grill looking. I'm gonna mop this thing down every 2 hours. I'm gonna open that grill quick, I'm gonna mop it, and I'm gonna close it back down. You want that internal temperature to be to 165. First order said 165. I didn't say 155. And at 165, you're gonna come back out here with me again, and we're gonna wrap it. Then we're gonna get it to 210. And at 210, it's gonna fall off the bone. You can just snatch that bone out of that butt. All right, we'll see y'all in a little while. All right, welcome back. We're gonna check this butt. We got our internal temperature for 165. I just probed it a few minutes ago. We're gonna put it over some aluminum foil. We're gonna mop it, put a little more dust on there. Use a little bit of the gospel all-purpose rub, it's good stuff. And look right here, got a good bark on it. She's looking good. She's ready to go. And what I've decided to do is I'm going to put this thing on the Traeger to finish it out. I got some smoked baked beans on there, and one of my favorite pellets is the Matt Pittman's Eat Church pellet one. That's great stuff. Traeger pellets. They're good. They smell good. They taste good. They get a good flavor. So there's like 4 or 5 different butt recipes I use, but this recipe in particular, I have to give a shout out to my best friend, Command Sergeant Major John Jasper, retired. He gave me this recipe. We actually competed in a barbecue competition, and we got the People's Choice Award. So anytime judges are tasting your stuff and you win something from a judge, that's cool. But when you get the People's Choice, that's awesome. That means a bunch of people voted on it. They like this. Anyway, shout out to my battle, Command Sergeant Major Jasper. Let's go ahead and get this thing off here. So I just put these cloth gloves on, rubber gloves on top. I grab it. Look at that butt right there. She is pretty. We're gonna put it right here. We're gonna take some mopping sauce. Our M203 mopper. Bam! Put a little sauce on there. A little moju, if you will. I think them soldiers are gonna show up to formation now. I think they're coming. I think they done smelt this and they're like, hey, First Sergeant, we're gonna be there in a minute. Now, in all honesty, I'm kidding around. I served 25 years. I was a first sergeant. It was a privilege and an honor to serve my country. It was a privilege and an honor to serve with some of the finest soldiers I've ever met in my life, finest people, great Americans, all wanting to serve their country, do the right thing. We deployed together, we lived together, we embraced the suck together. And love each one of them dearly, think the world of them. And again, that's what makes our country go around. All right, put a little bit of gospel on here. Just put a little final touch. Good and soaked in. All right, we're gonna wrap it. again, if you don't have a grill, you can do this in the oven. Do the same exact thing in the oven. You just have to check periodically with a meat probe. You get the internal temp to 160, 165. Take it, wrap it in aluminum foil. Looks like we got her all wrapped. We'll take out this aluminum pan just because it's kind of cumbersome. Let's walk over here to the Traeger to check it out. What I got on the Traeger right now is I got my own homemade baked bean recipe. That'll be for another time. I'll get that to y'all. Let's throw that joker on there. Let a butt do what a butt gonna do, right? Because you know what we gotta do? We're gonna make it right. All right, we got this butt done. She's off the grill. She's pretty. She looks good. We're gonna see if she is good. What I told you earlier was, if the bone slips out, she good. My battle buddy here, Murphy, he's wanting that bone. He knows about that bone. So a lot of times I take these and I shred them with shredders. But I think, honestly, I could probably just pull this apart with my hands. Just like that. She's just coming apart. Look at that. Perfect. Ooh, that hot. That'd be very hot. That's a good butt right here. All right. So we're located here in Dover, Florida. And here's what we think. And here's what we know. We love our community and old good old Dover. We love our country. We love our family. Our community, everybody, right? And food brings people together, right? People deployed all over the world protecting our freedoms. They want to be right here where we're at today. But they're not. They're standing the line for us. So we appreciate those folks. So I just got one question, man. Did I do this right?
You did it right!